Yeah. Okay. Mm. Oh, so good. It's episode 234 of the Midnight in the Bay podcast. I'm your host, Alex Woody, your favorite dad, your favorite chubby white guy with a beard, your favorite white straight male. Yeah, I could be your favorite white straight male, gay guy, gay girl. Hi, invite me to your party. Oh, wait a second, one of you did. Yeah, I'm doing a gay birthday party, June 4th. Are you kidding me? Oh, Alex is racist. Oh, he's homophobic. No, I'm not. I'm doing a gay birthday party. Got the card. They said you're accepted to the gay community. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Alex. I'm acceptable. Super pumped about that. Want to give everyone a shout out that has been coming out to the shows. Support live comedy is at its highest right now, and keep doing it. I had a blast up in Reno. I didn't even know I was in Reno. I thought I was in the Bay Area. Is Reno in California now? I'm there. I'm hanging out. There's gay people. There's people with blue hair, and there's food trucks that overcharge you. Here's a taco. Here, it's $25. What are we in Berkeley? So that was actually kind of nice. It was like a home away from home. But I just want to give a shout out to the producer of the show. Thank you for booking me as a headliner. I know now you realize I'm not a headliner. You're up there I was struggling. I was like, I was up there. What have I not talked about? My mom, my dad, pussy. That's my list of things to talk about. And I ran out, but it was fun. I had a blast. I'm happy to be back on the podcast. It's me. I'm by myself. No guests this week. I know you guys have been having fun with the guests, right? We had Austin Carr last week. Check that out. That guy has an album out, okay, and he's doing big things. I look forward to seeing the progress. I told him, you came out with an album 5 years, a little early, but he comes out with an album another 5 more years. He keeps coming out with stuff. You can see his progression of comedy. I really hope he keeps on doing it, because that's kind of the cool thing nowadays with comedy is you can see a guy's first set to a guy's set at a theater. You know, I still have my first set on the old what are they called, iPhones, and it's horrific. It is really bad. I'm not saying my sets are good now, but it is horrendous. It's just me screaming at people, and that's all right, because I'm gonna come out with an album 10 years from now, and you're gonna be able to see the progression, and it might inspire kids to do comedy. They're like, oh shoot, he started here yelling about his grandma's vagina, and now he's nicely talking about his grandma's vagina. You'll see the progression. Unless I kill myself before. But don't joke about that. That's serious. Okay, grandma. Okay, grandma. But I just think comedy's cool with all the technology we have, and just to see that progression is really cool. So we're hoping I don't get canceled before that album comes out, But we'll see, right? We'll freaking see. I look like I was born with chewing tobacco in my mouth. Guess what? Because I was. My mom liked to swallow her a dip. She's from Alabama. Love you, Mom. A big stomach. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Is like a relationship with a woman. Sometimes you hate it, sometimes you love it, and alcohol always helps you deal with it. If I don't have coffee in the morning, I'm the worst human being to be around. Wait, that's kind of the same thing with drugs, right? Am I addicted to coffee? I go to SA, uh, I go to CA, Coffee Anonymous. I love coffee. I don't know about you, but if I don't have it, don't talk to me. And I don't know if that's something you get from your parents, because my mom, she has a coffee machine next to her bed. No joke. This lady, and it's an espresso machine too. It really gets her going. I don't know if she used to do cocaine in the 70s, but she is a mess to be around without her coffee. She even admits it. And she's got the cover right there. She has her coffee before she even leaves her bedroom. And I've do the same thing, except I'm not that crazy where I have a coffee machine next to my bed. Love you, Mom. But talk to my family. They're like, yeah, he's difficult to be around. I mean, I thought my wife was going to divorce me the other day the way I was acting. And once I have that sip, oh, it's like hitting a joint. I have that little sip, and it's life changing. I mean, I'm a different person. It's like personality disorder until I have that. I have that coffee, and like before the coffee, I'm like, fuck you, I fucking hate you. And this is the coffee. Oh, hey, do you need help with anything? Life is great. I'm just completely different person, which this has got to be healthy, right? Have you ever gone throughout the day without your sunglasses? I don't know how people do it. I forgot my sunglasses the other day. I thought my mind was going to explode. I'm squinting, my head hurts. I, I struggled. I don't know how people deal without sunglasses. How do you live without wearing sunglasses during the day? I get sunglasses at night, but during the day, how do you live without them? Am I addicted to sunglasses as well as coffee? I go to essay. Sunglasses Anonymous. I'm 8 days removed from sunglasses. My brain feels like it's going to explode. I mean, the sun is so powerful while driving that it's like blinding. It's horrible. I got to move to England if I don't have sunglasses. I got to move to the moon if I don't want to wear sunglasses anymore. I don't know how people do it. I've met some people that don't wear sunglasses, and I really think they're aliens. The fact that you can drive and walk around with the bright sun without the shade on your eyes, you're gone. You're you're uh, you're Jesus reincarnated. Who are you? Last guy I met that didn't wear sunglasses, I gave him all my money. I was like, "You are a magician. You're a god. What are you, a fucking witch?" Scariest group to run into on the street for me as a white, straight, male, bald guy with a beard is a hipster. I was walking the other day down the street, blue hair, shaved half the side of the head, rainbow shirt, sleeves cut off, black pants with black boots. The pants say Black Lives Matter. The other side said, "You don't matter if you're white." Uh, I was petrified. Okay, you think running across a couple of gangbangers at night is scary? Put yourself in my shoes. I'm walking towards this person. They think uh, my dad started January 6th. They think Trump's my uncle. They think I think that every other race should die. Yeah. Meanwhile, I got the headphones in. I'm thinking about Benny and the Jets. I'm saying my wife finally had sex with me, and I feel cool. And then I lock eyes with this person. I could just see all their fear. It's scary. And let me tell you, he gave me a terrifying look. I had to keep looking back because I thought they were gonna stab me. Put a protest sign in my face. It's terrifying. I need to move to Texas. I need to move to Alabama. I'll hire people that look like me. But I don't. You know why? Because it's about living with other people and saying, "Oh, hi, blue hair person. Nice to meet you. Let's talk about stuff." My problem is I don't know about anything. You like video games? My buddy just got hearing aids. I had no clue he had hearing problems. All those times we hung out and I ran jokes by him. Oh, they're great. They're wonderful. He couldn't hear a word I was saying. No wonder I was bombing every show I was doing with him. Oh, is this good? Is this good? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I go up on stage, black women love sucking cock. White, get along, white guy. It all makes sense. Does something ever click for you when you're like, oh, that makes sense why dad left at night? That was the hearing aids. I was like, okay, I I got to start working on my jokes. Can you hear me now? And that's what I did the first time with him. But this guy, he's got hearing aids, and dude, hearing aids back in the day, dorkiest thing he could wear. I mean, you thought wearing a big dog shirt was dorky. Oh, look at the dog. No, no, hearing aids are all bulky. You're like, oh my god, look at that handicapped person. But you didn't say handicap. You said the other word that you can't say right now. They throw you in communist jail. This guy, he's got the clear hearing aids. You can't even tell he's got hearing aids in. By the way, guess what hearing aids come up with now? Bluetooth. He's got music. He's got podcasts. Midnight in the Bay. He doesn't listen. He's got movies. He can take phone calls. This guy's got the coolest headphones. I'm like, why don't Apple come up with headphones that are just clear? You can't even tell they're in. That would be dope. Hello, Apple. You got a chubby white guy with, I think half the brain doesn't work, telling you the coolest thing to come up with that's gonna make you millions. Listen, okay? Gotta stay hydrated. Beer. Get me headphones that look like hearing aids, Apple. You ever realize you're smart and then you realize you're not? Let's talk to my son. Hi, 9-year-old. Kids are so much smarter nowadays, too. My kid's telling me how to get a wine stain out, He telling me how to get a wine stain out. Wine stain. Sound like I said, hey, you told me how to get Weinstein out. Like, no, we don't want that guy out. But no, my kid, the only thing I have over him, intelligence wise, is I know how to read a clock. Once he figures that out, it's over for me. I think the only thing after that I can be is like, hey, this is how you snort cocaine. This is how you drink beer. Everything about shooting up heroin. That's how you do it. I don't have much left to teach this kid, and it's terrifying. I guess I need to read. You know, don't want to blame the phones, but the phones haven't helped. You can type in random letters, and it will get what you're trying to spell. And don't get me started on the calculator. Worst invention ever. Hey, let's make people not think about math. I can't remember the last fraction or multiplication I did. I just type it in the calculator. So my whole point is, if the phones go out, we're done. I'm done. You're fine. You probably read still. But this kid, I mean, and I guess all kids are smart. I mean, remember that show, Fifth Grader? Who's smarter than a fifth grader? The people that lost that show, should we do a follow up? Because I feel like the people that lost Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader probably killed themselves. Can we do a Where Are They Now? I feel like that would be the most embarrassing thing. You think bombing on stage and your jokes are horrible and people are not laughing, you think that's bad? How about bombing an answer that a fifth grader can figure out? You know? And I've seen some of these fifth graders. They're picking their nose. They had red hair. I mean, they weren't all Indian. They weren't all smart fifth graders. And I just feel bad for the people that lost. Now, if they asked me to do that show, I would say no because I am not smarter than a fifth grader. Guys, this is a special episode. I'm going to tell you why. And I hope you're watching too because it's going to be a lot better for you. We have a lot of news articles to go over. I do a couple usually at the end of the episode, but since I don't have a guest, since I haven't talked about the news for the last couple weeks because I've had guests, this week I have a lot. We're going to hit them, but quickly, first sponsor shout out, only sponsor shout out. Silver Tongue Audio. Silver Tongue Audio is the best website you can go to. You know why? Because they're giving out free shit. I ain't talking about poop. I'm talking about podcasts. Midnight in the Bay, my podcast. Oh, hi, coolest podcast ever invented. Sorry, Joe Rogan. Sorry, other people I don't know. Yeah, Midnight in the Bay, all my episodes right there, free. That's what Silver Tongue's Audio giving you. Free content. My podcast, right there, all the episodes, free. And then Dazed and Disturbed, a great podcast that shines light over darkness. Hey, let's talk about dark subjects, but smoke a little weed and make it fun. It's entertaining, you laugh, and you may learn something. Go check out Dazed and Disturbed. Right there, silvertongueaudio.org. You type it in, really easy. Tell grandma, hey, I gotta go listen to some cool shit. Then keep scrolling on the website and you'll see NPC Podcast, the non-player character podcast. Great podcast about video games. And they talk about addiction, something I have no idea what that is. Oh my God. Addiction? What is that? Well, you'll learn about it right there at the NPC Podcast. So check that out. Days and Disturb NPC Cutback. NBC Podcast in my Midnight in the Bay. Right there at silvertongueaudio.org. That has been the sponsorship, the only one. Let's take a beer break. Here we go. And let's make the beer break a smoke break. Here we go. Just hope you stay fat, just to let you know. Gotta stay fat. You know why? Because when fat people get skinny, they look weird. You're used to me like this, so let's stay like this. The news articles, here we go. Go. Video reportedly shows Brian smiling awkwardly as guests are stretched out of a cannabis-laced wedding party. Oh my God. Okay? This lady for sure drugged everyone. Oh my God, I don't know how people got so messed up. You know, she's smiling as the cops ask for her. This lady is cool. I wish she was my mom. The fact that she laced a whole party with weed and she's laughing about it means she's super cool and she likes to have fun. Who wants to do a normal wedding? I know I don't. They're boring as hell. You ever been to a Catholic wedding in a church? It's 4 hours long. Hey, call me when that's over and we can party on the reception. This lady, she knows it's boring. She wants you to have a good time. Here's some weed you don't know about. So people were stretchered out. That was the word earlier. I said stretched out. I mean, that's kind of nice too. If you go to a cannabis laced party and they stretch out your muscles, stretchered out. Now, here's the thing. When you have fun, people are going to get hurt. And this is the cons of it. I think this lady shouldn't go to jail. I think this lady should be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for being so fun. No, thank you. Travis Barker went to Robert Kardashian Sr.'s grave to ask to marry Kourtney Kardashian. I sometimes think I'm really dumb, and I cry to my cat. When I read stuff like this, it makes me feel better. It makes me realize you're not dumb, Alex. Stop talking to the cat. He can't understand you because you're not speaking feline. And cheer up because Travis Barker, a person with millions of dollars, you would think would be somewhat educational, is an idiot. This guy asked a dead guy to marry the daughter. Guess what, guy? You're never going to marry her. You know why? Dead guys can't talk. And that was in a movie, I think. This is a known fact. I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure dead people can't talk unless they're in a movie. Travis Barker, bigger idiot than me. Love it. Vegan who drinks his urine daily swears it's the secret to eternal youth. You don't look youthful, guy. You look like a homeless person. Ain't gonna take your word on it. That's like the guy that would be snorting a bunch of coke in front of you, shooting up heroin in his dick, and he's like, "Oh, these drugs are really good. I mean, I feel great about life." Meanwhile, their arm is dangling off their body, their nose is half gone, and their girlfriend is a corpse. Yeah, really good time there, Fred Cougar. This goofball is interviewed by a dork. Hey, I'm a dork. I need a news article to write about. And they go right to this vegan guy. Hi, vegan guy who looks homeless. And they do this article. Oh, this guy is brilliant. He's got the secret to eternal youth by drinking his urine. Guess what, silly reporter? This guy has a problem. He should be on rehab. You know, if you drink your own urine, that's bad for you. Did you know that? Yeah. Guess what? When you drink a soda, a lot of that waste from the soda, the chemicals, they come out of your penis. It's called urine. This is that good. I've heard people pee on their feet. Oh, this is wonderful. Your feet smell. Can you imagine trying to kiss this guy? I feel bad for any guy that wants to smooch this guy. I mean, I'd smooch him, but his beard smells like urine. And I'm married. Sick. You know that? This guy's grinning. This guy's holding this up like it's a fucking IPA. You know, you hold up the beer. Hey, this guy, he's loving it. I bet you if you actually talked to this guy and he said, who told him this is a secret of eternal youth, I bet you he'd say a rock. And not the rock, he'd just say a rock on the ground. Okay, this guy's out of his mind. And the fact that they write about him. You think it's bad that they write about terrorists and they release their name and give them basically credit for what they did? No, they give this guy, 34-year-old vegan who drinks his own fucking urine. Yeah, let's give him an article. This guy needs to be in a mental institution. Oh no, let's give him an article. Let's praise him. Wrong with society. You should be praising the lady that laced the wedding with cannabis. That's cool. Praise her more, not this doofus who probably doesn't even know how to ride a bike. I don't know how to ride a bike, so. Mike Tyson has another viral fan encounter in Las Vegas. What is the deal with people obsessed with mess with Mike Tyson? He just beat up a guy in an airplane because the guy wouldn't leave him alone. Now he's walking, minding his own business, probably high as hell. And watch this. This lady, yeah, I will say this. This lady's pretty funny. Because all she did was, she might be a guy actually, now I look at her face. She put her finger up to his nose, like, smell my finger. That's pretty funny. That's a classic move. But you're doing it to Mike Tyson. This guy has eaten babies, he said. This guy has gone in jail for doing horrible things to women. So this lady, who I think might be a guy, because you gotta have balls to do that, did the finger thing, and Mike Tyson was mad about that. Watch this. He's pissed. Look at him, and look at his bodyguards are pissed. But you know what I like about Mike Tyson? He still smiled and took the picture until he got the fuck out of there. Oh my god, what's wrong with people? You know? Hey, I want the celebrity to smell my finger because I think my farts are cool. Yeesh. That's what a husband's for. Let him smell your fingers, not Mike Tyson. Okay. Got all these ads pop up. Hey, there's an ad. Deprive Sex Island Vacation offers guests unlimited sex with 100 women. A four-day orgy extravaganza that promises kinky customers unlimited sex without a condom is set to get underway near Las Vegas on Thursday. Sex Island is slated to take place at an undisclosed location outside the city from May 5th to 8th, with tickets costing pleasure seekers a whopping $4,500. This is what I want my wife to get me for my birthday. No. This is interesting. Get all nervous. I hit the blinds. Um, this is nothing new. You know, people pay for prostitutes in islands. I mean, look at the Epstein Island. You know, it's funny that they're calling it an island and it's in Las Vegas. That's not by water. Obviously, someone getting in this business is probably not a reader. You know, they think the ocean's by Las Vegas. But this is definitely a trip that a guy took. Oh my god, we showed that on YouTube. Whoa. This is definitely a trip that Jesus Christ. This is too much. Okay. Whoa. This is okay. Okay, we're getting out here. This is. I only shower once a week. People say I'm gross. I prefer it this way. Guess what, people? You can do whatever the fuck you want. This lady, you want to shower once a week? Great for you. Guess what? People aren't going to want to be around you. So the next video is going to say you're lonely. Maybe you should hook up with a guy that drinks urine that I talked about earlier. This lady, there's no way she has a boyfriend. Or girlfriend. There's no way. There's no way she has a cat or a dog. Shower once a week. What do you do? Play video games? How do you not smell? Everyone smells after a couple days, even a woman. This is a woman I don't want to meet because I don't want to smell her. You think she has a job? Doubtful. She probably is working from home. They like invited everyone back to the office. Hey, pandemic's over. Let's start working from the office. And then she came back. I only shower once a week. People don't like it, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Hey, we're actually not gonna need everyone to work from the office. Wanna work from home? Actually, work from home. Please don't ever come back again. Oh, this is cool. Okay, I like working from home. Yeah, she's not working in the office. This is something. Who brags about this, by the way? This is something you brag about when you have nothing else to brag about. You're like thinking about a TikTok. What can I brag about on social media today? Okay, well, you know, I think I can say I don't shower. This is something lazy people do. I remember when I was on drugs, I wasn't showering. I didn't shower for a month, No wonder the wife didn't touch me then. This lady, unbelievable. Now, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But don't come crying at me when you're by yourself and not even a homeless person wants to be around you? Massive dead shark found hanging from raptors at a Florida high school. So there was a dead shark.
Is live in the Alert Center with this story. So Ray, FWC now looking into this.
John, look at that.
You can see right there, it is quite the...
So this is pretty dope because kids did a awesome prank to this high school. Their mascot's the sharks. And they're like, you know what? Keep talking about how fierce you are. Let's see you deal with a real shark. And they put a dead shark up in the rafters. I mean, we used to do crazy shit in high school where we go TP the other high school. But this is a whole nother level. These kids heard the older classmen say, oh, we TP. And they're like, pussies. We're going to get a shark and hang it. Pretty cool. Glad they hung a shark and not a person. But what a prank. And, unforgettable. It made the news. If your prank makes the news, it's a great prank. Great beer. Great weed. Great prank. Menstrual Dignity Act requires menstrual products in boys' bathrooms. This is awesome. You know why? Because it gives me another excuse to get me out of work. Hey, excuse me, boss, but I gotta use the bathroom. Need a female product for me. And they can't ask anything. You know why? Because they'll be on the news. Yes, I'm so excited. Plus, if I ever need to get my wife a gift, I just go to the bathroom, put in 50 cents, and get her a tampon. She can't complain. It's a great gift. You can use it. When you're an adult and you get gifts that you can use, you're ecstatic. Former Arizona sheriff deputy arrested for allegedly crashing weddings and stealing newlywed gifts. This is the real wedding crasher. This guy, what's his name? Landon Earl Rankin, 54, was arrested Thursday on suspicion of 2 counts of burglary in relation to theft at the 2 Phoenix area weddings last month. He's also facing several drug charges after police found amphetamine and fentanyl in his possession. Yeah, you're not going to weddings sober. You know, the unfortunate part in Wedding Crashers is they didn't show Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn on drugs. They should have, because those guys were. You have to be on drugs to crash weddings as a hobby. Okay, this guy looks very angry. You know, he's angry because he got caught, right? He's like, I love crashing weddings. How could you? This guy has a weird fetish for crashing weddings, you know, and then he's stealing gifts. I mean, that's not very nice. You know, crash the wedding and dance and eat the food and then bounce. You don't need to steal the gifts, guy. If he wasn't stealing the gifts, he wouldn't be arrested. You can't arrest someone for crashing weddings. That's where this guy blew it. Instead of stealing gifts, make friends. Kids, you know what you need to do. Crash weddings this weekend, but don't steal anything. I spiked my man's drink with erectile dysfunction meds before sex. This lady is awesome. I showed my wife this. I said, "Do you see what she does? How cool is that?" You know, the other thing too is I think she might be a little dumb. I'm like, "Do you know what you're doing? You're about to get your, you know what, slammed for hours. You know, you're going to be covered in fluids because of what you're doing." Because if the guy is somewhat young, which this woman looks young, she is going to be in for a rude awakening because a somewhat young guy, they're ready to go anytime. You give them this and that's Don Julio tequila. Woo! Get ready! Holy crap! Get ready! Now I want to see the video, the next video of her like in a wheelchair. Like, yeah, that was a bad idea. He still has a heart on. You know, I got my sister in there because I can't go any longer. You know, I want to see the her reaction video. Like, yeah, this is how it went. I was born with 2 vaginas. Okay, I'm scared. I'm out of here. Calling men bald at work now considered sexual harassment in the UK. I freaking love this. Finally, something for the bald men. The judgment came in the case of a Yorkshire man, Tony Finn, who sued in his employer after a supervisor called him a fat, bald cunt. 3 UK, don't know that word, determined the baldness when inherently related to sex. Dot. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Ruling that these comments about Finn's appearance created an intimidating, hostile, degrading, can't read the rest of the words because the fucking thing is blocking it. Let me see. Humiliating or offensive environment. Okay, next thing, what else does it say? The bottom line is, along with upholding the sexual harassment claim, whatever the fuck that word is, ruled that the company, drink and smoke while you do a podcast, Indra, had dismissed Finn thing unfairly after 24 years on the job. So he got fired as he complained. Now, see, that is messed up. I don't see how this is related to sex. That is the weird thing. But you know what? I'm saving this article and I'm showing it to everyone. You talk about bad about this? Sexual harassment. Hee hee. Better laugh at my jokies. California cop arrested after allegedly masturbating at home during domestic dispute disturbance call. Hey, go in there and help those people. Oh, okay. This guy, Officer Weirdo, allegedly touched himself in front of two female family members. Hey, I'm here because there's a domestic call, disturbance. Oh yeah, we're dealing with this. We're dealing. Uh, no, I'm the domestic disturbance call. Is this guy like? Well, he's obviously a pervert, but like, he gets off to like people being mad. Like that's the last thing I think about when I hear screaming and hollering. When my wife is mad at me, woo, my penis crawls in me. It doesn't come out. You know what I mean? That's the last thing I want. That's what Lorraine Bobbitt got if I can cut off her husband's. She was yelling at him, he had it out, and poof. And this guy, I mean, you look at yourself, you're like, I have a weird fetish for women with big butts. And then you look at people like this and like they have a weird fetish for jerking off in front of crying people. And you go, you know what? I'm not that weird. It feels better when I read this. I mean, I feel bad for the people, but at the same time, I feel good about myself. I'm like, oh, staring at big butts online. Not that weird. Thank you, officer. You're a hero. Dating expert reveals the easy way to tell if someone likes you. Oh, I know. If they get naked in front of you. Don't have to be an expert. A mouth and a vagina are made from the same type of skin cells. Duh, ever had a blowjob? Virgin wrote this. I'm overprotective girlfriend, and I have 8 straight rules for my boyfriend. Okay, let's hear them. Let's hear the rules.
Today we're doing controversial rules I make my boyfriend follow, Instagram edition, because I was telling my guy friends and they called me a psycho bitch. Disclaimer, almost every single one of my boyfriends has followed these rules. So if you're like, oh my god, I could never, it's okay. Somebody else will. So number 1, block anyone you had a romantic interaction with. Like, obviously people you slept with is a no-no, but if I found out you held a bitch's hand and you're still following her, you're done. Number 2, no following new women since the day we started dating. Period. I don't want to give an explanation. Number 3, no searching girls' names in the handlebar. Like, what are you searching for? No, but really, what are you searching for? Because you should find it in me. Number 4, no liking girls' photos. Like, every guy knows girls don't like this. So the fact that you're continuing to do it, knowing internationally women don't like this, is a slap in the face. So period, points blank, no.
Okay, whoever this girl is dating, this is a message to you. Run. Run as fast as you can. This woman is on another level of jealousy. Not liking a woman's photo. I can see this lady yelling at her boyfriend, how could you like that woman's photo? My mom, this lady, she's out of her mind. She's young, so she doesn't realize. But be that overprotective, the fact that she's searching her boyfriend's phone and seeing if he searched women's names and like photos, he can't be friends with people he's dated. Everyone's friends with people he dated. It was high school. I mean, we're growing up now. We have husbands. You know what I mean? This lady, she's needs to wake up. This message is to this lady. Lady, stop. Get a grip. Smoke some weed. And think about how chaotic you're acting. Okay? I meant to say chaotic. I say chaotic. That's the retard coming out of me. You say that word still? Canceled. You're immediately. I feel bad for her boyfriend. I feel bad for the family members that have to live with her. But guess what? Everyone has that family member that you mute on social media because they overcharge. We know you had an abortion. You don't have to talk about it. We know abortion rights are great. Stop it. Sometimes you wonder, maybe not everyone should have a voice. Maybe you wonder that after listening to this podcast. This lady, I'm wondering it. Too much of a voice. Too many rules. And I think she's gonna be alone. I think she's might get murdered by her husband because she's too much. You know. Anyways, what a weird note to end on. Crazy girlfriends. Thank God I'm not married to her. She wouldn't handle me. She'd be like, get out of here. Too many rules. You can't have that many rules on a man. They'll end up breaking out and doing stuff. You gotta be lenient. You gotta have I don't know. You have a drink. That's the podcast. That was a crazy woman and a lot of crazy news stories. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening. Here's some music so it's not awkward ending the podcast.